Gentle Storm, Chapter 7, A New/Old Friend. Firefly says, oh well, he'll get over it. Anyway, let me introduce myself better to you. My name is Firefly, and I control fire. I'm the most powerful in it. I'm a fun and funny guy. I'm Thunder's bro, and he's mine. And I know I seem like a jokester, but I can be serious when I need to. I'm also one of the most stubbornest guys you'll ever meet, but nowhere near how stubborn Thunder can be. And finally, I'm friendly and kind like my bro Thunder. The girl says, how did you and Jacob meet? Firefly says, that's a long and sad/happy story. You got time? The girl says, what else am I going to do? We're in the middle of a forest. Firefly says, good point. Alright then, I'll tell you. Jacob looks at Firefly and the girl and says, who knows what he's telling her. Twilight walks up and says, you okay, Thunder? Jacob smiles and says, I'm fine, Twilight. How are you doing? Twilight smiles and says, I'm fine too. Jacob says, good. Twilight and Jacob look at the far black cloud of dark ponies. Twilight says, what are we going to do for this world? Jacob says, save it, and any human that we can. Twilight smiles and says, there's that determination that always shines in your eyes when you mean something. Jacob says, you really do know me, don't you, Twilight? Twilight smiles and nods and says, yep, you are my big brother, after all. Jacob smiles even more and says, yes, I am, little sis. How's Spike? Twilight says, fine. I got him clean up the library. Jacob says, I bet you he's just lying around. Twilight sighs and says, I know. He's such a lazy dragon, but I love him. Jacob says, I know you do, and he loves you. Twilight says, I know. Jacob's eyes go wide, and he says, Betty! He disappears. Twilight says, who? Dave says, did he just say Betty? Twilight nods. Dave says, oh. At Bond's Career Center, Jacob appears in front of Betty and catches a dark pony's fist. Betty looks at him in surprise and shock. Jacob says, get away from her! Jacob kicks the dark pony through and outside the building. Jacob turns around and says, are you alright? Betty says, just Jacob? Jacob says, you're alright. He grabs her arm and says, come on, I'll take you somewhere safe. They disappear out of the room where the safe house is. They appear in front of it. Jacob says, welcome to our little hideout. Betty says, a forest? Jacob says, and a cabin? Come on, give me credit for it, girl. Betty smiles and says, fine. Good job, and thanks for saving me. Jacob says, no prob. Anything for a friend. Betty says, thanks. Jacob says, no problem. Now, if you need anything, just ask Firefly. He's the one with the yellow eyes and the yellow and orange hair. He'll get it for you, I promise. Betty says, okay. Jacob thinks, should I awaken her? Does she even have a pony form? And if so, then who is she? Jacob puts two fingers on Betty's forehead. Her clothes turn brown and her brown wings come out of her back. Betty says, what the heck? Why do I have wings, Jacob? And why are my clothes brown now? Jacob says, you do have a pony form. How odd. Betty says, a pony form? What are you talking about? Jacob says, have you not noticed me? There's red wings coming out of my back for Luna's sake. Luna looks at him. Jacob says, just an expression, mother. She smiles and nods and looks away. Betty says, yeah, I noticed, but I thought it was just some costume or something. Jacob says, a costume. Really? Betty says, yep. Yep. Jacob says, oh boy. I said pony form because people like Me and you have DNA in us, and it allows us to awaken and then summon our pony powers, and it brings them to us, but it also transforms us, giving us our wings, and the person is an alicorn magic too. Jada's hand glows, and a rock levitates off the ground. Jada says, your clothes change to whatever color your coat would be if you were a pony. Betty says, brown. Of course. Jada says, hey, I'm black too. Betty smiles and says, oh, shut up. Jada smiles and says, okay, see you later. Betty says, see ya. Jacob walks over to the girl and says, we're first going to attack and save what's left of Blue Ridge, okay? The girl says, okay. David and the others walk up and say, okay. Jacob looks at them all and says, were you all eavesdropping on me? David says, maybe. JT says, yes. David says, snitch. JT says, I ain't no snitch. Jacob says, please be quiet. JT says, I will, as long as he understands that I ain't no snitch. Jacob says, just drop it. David says, yeah. Jacob says, keep your mouth shut. David says, okay. Jacob says, alright. Since we all know the plan, let's move out. End of chapter 7. Thank you for listening, and thank you for coming back. And see you next time.